Hey everyone, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Oz Chris here with a review of Action Comics number 1001. Uh, Bendis's eighth comic with Superman, but the first of his Action Comics run, second of like the main series, not counting, the mini series. And of those 8 issues, so Man of Steel, Superman, and this, in my opinion, this was probably the weakest. It's not a bad comic. It's just there wasn't really anything that interested me. Like with a first issue, there should at least be something to say to justify why someone should keep picking this up to hook you in. Essentially, in my opinion, it didn't really have the hook. But on the plus side, the art, I do like the art. It's Patrick Gleason's art, definitely. I love the art. I like the cover, though. The cover, definitely. It's just the story itself is a bit. It wasn't interesting to me. I felt like by the end of it, I was surprised how quick I read it. So, to me, it felt like I was just trying to rush through it because didn't interest me at all. I wanted to just read something else. But starting off, okay, I mentioned this in Superman number 1. This is definitely for new readers if they're putting in this Marvel-esque description of who Superman is and what's going on in the story currently. Since you have the whole Rogal Zar, Jor-El, and storyline happening in Superman, and this one is about the fires. A whole mini series setting up the fires, and I gotta say I do like the scene, but the kind of Bendis almost. I don't know if Bendis was trying to be fun. It's not cringy. It's not terrible. It's just it doesn't flow. It doesn't flow well. It seems as it was definitely put in there to try and be funny. Like essentially the whole dynamic between these two criminals. The whole like, stop! I'm trying. You're still doing it. I can't stop myself. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing both of us. I want my own lawyer. Like, okay, I guess, but the whole point is Superman has stopped them from essentially robbing LexCorp, I believe it was, but he's also asking them if they know anything about the fires. If they've done it, they're telling the truth. They don't know anything about it. They just know about it from the news. And I would say, well, like I said, I do like the art. It's just this one point with Superman is just, I know he's supposed to be a bit big, a bit muscular. It's just, but feels a bit off in that panel. But continuing on, Superman finds out that he is being blamed for the fires, and he confronts the kid about it, and he finds out that the kid was bribed. The kid was essentially bribed to pin the blame on Superman, and the only clue that was given is that a bald man did it. So Superman just going through the list of all the bald villains, the worst of all being Bendis. I will say I had a small chuckle when I saw that's very clearly supposed to be Bendis, unless that is an actual supposed to be like a villain in DC Comics. That looks like Bendis essentially. And continue on, this gossip journalist is still pestering Clark about his relationship with Lois. She hypothesizing that she left him for Superman. Oh boy, if only you knew. And somehow connected to these fires are this mob family. All of them are claiming ignorance on it, or they're saying that they have nothing to do with the fires, but essentially they're kind of their mafia boss, the one controlling them all, is annoyed that they didn't try to figure out or contain the situation, and has employed this new Red Cloud villain as a way to keep them in check. As Red Cloud describes, I'm your new personal hell. And we'll leave it there. Like I said, it didn't, in my opinion, it didn't really interest me. There was nothing. It's not a bad comic. It's not terrible, but there's nothing in this that interests me. Bendis' Superman #1 was more interesting to me, and I still had issues with that, but I still liked it. This one, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but it borders on boring a little bit. I don't know, but they do have this little blurb here, because when the solicits for Action Comics number 1004 came out, a lot of people were just like, oh god, Bendis is going to screw up the relationship already. Like, 4 issues into Action Comics, he's going to mess it up. But it hints that the Lois Lane that's going to appear in Action Comics might actually be a fake. And it's giving so basically these who is the Red Cloud, and there's 4 different suspects: Lois Lane, Melody Moore, Robinson Good, Trish. I have no idea what was the point of putting this here. It really does. It would have been better just not to put this here, and just throughout each issue, just give hints to who Red Cloud might be, or hints to throw people off maybe. But from all we know, now it's just like, already, pretty much from the beginning, Robinson Good was already suspicious, from the DC Nation #0 preview. I know a lot of people said Deputy Chief Moore was actually assumed to be the one doing the fires, so I don't know if she's going to be Red Cloud. Trish Q, I don't know, she's just an annoying, gossip columnist. Lois Lane, I don't know, pretending to be Lois Lane, I don't know. Who knows? But that was Action Comics number 1001. Wasn't a good start, in my opinion, to Bendis' run on this. Weirdly enough, like I said, they definitely want to. This is definitely for new readers, given this whole little blurb, but I don't know if you're going to get new readers when it's like numbered at number 1001. It's just like, hey, I've never read Action Comics before. Let me start at the 1001st issue. While, yes, it's acceptable, it's just like, it's not really a jumping point, I guess, but that's it. That's it for my video. Bendis, I don't know. We'll see how Bendis goes. He has, it's a bit worrying with Bendis. I'm trying to give him a go, but from any news coming out from Bendis, it doesn't look good. It doesn't relieve any worries, but I'll see how this goes. I'll see how Superman goes, and I'll see how Action Comics goes. And that's it for the video. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, check out my previous videos, and I will see you all next time.